Welcome back, Peanuts fans, for our next DeAgostini build. This is number 5. In this issue, we are going to be building Snoopy the Easter Beagle, Snoopy Flying Ace, and finishing off a few other scenes while starting the Beagle Scout scene. Here's what we'll be building. Each issue comes with an instruction guide and some information on the characters, as well as comic strips. They'll be talking about Patty, Shermie, Violet, Charlotte Braun, and the little red-haired girl. Here's one we worked on last time, and this was not the right Snoopy, but he fit in Woodstock's nest just fine. Let's take him out and get started. First, I have to get out all of my tools. Let's see what's in the first issue. We have Snoopy here for the nest, a flower pot, some clouds, and some bases. Lots to build. Let's get started on this one. We've got the top of a doghouse, and just need to glue that down. Plus, get all of these clouds in place. Next, I can put in the walls for this scene. And finally, glue down Woodstock's nest. First, I have to get out some of the grass, and then I can put all of the figures in place. And here is the final view. If only I could get all of this grass off the walls, but you can see there's no good way. Now the instruction guide mentions building boxes to store all of the scenes, and I think that's a big waste of my time, so I will not be doing that. It's only too bad the shipping boxes weren't made in a way that they could be storage boxes for the final scenes. How amazing would that be? And on to the next scene. Snoopy has a bit of black on his foot, which luckily came off, but I will not be able to get off the red scratches on his helmet, but I think that'll not be seen. Got some screws, some flowers, more walls, and more walls. Let's get these walls in place. And we've got some clouds that will not stay in, so they'll definitely need some glue. So many walls to get into place with this. And there is the back wall. Just got to make sure it goes in correctly. And the side walls. Adding in the screws, and finally Snoopy. So yeah, you shouldn't be able to see the red scratches on his helmet, thankfully, and that scene is done. Here we have the flower pot. Let's get this filled with these little paper leaves and flowers. Definitely the most tedious part of making these scenes is doing these tiny paper flowers. I've learned that a paintbrush with a little bit of water on it works great for picking up these small pieces, because you definitely can't just use your fingers on these. Here's the flower pot. Let's get this filled with white glue. And add in all of the flowers. Here it is on its pedestal. Next scene, we've got the Easter Beagle. He's looking good. And here's the backdrop and more flowers. And as usual, some walls. Now the instructions recommend painting half of the sheets of flowers with yellow and white paint, which really annoyed me at the time because it would have been so easy to just include yellow and white paper flowers in here instead of making me dig out some paint to make the scene look like it does in the book. And it gets more annoying later on, so stay tuned. Luckily, I do have paint because I'm just that sort of crafty person, so I went ahead and got these painted. So now it's time to cut out all of these little tiny flowers, and boy, there were a lot. Then I use a toothpick to apply some glue and then the wet paintbrush to put the flowers on the scene. Now I just need to do it about 1,000,000 times. Putting up the walls once again. I don't know why I keep putting up the walls because I end up taking them out usually because it's just easier. There I go again, putting in the walls. Now I'm putting in the figurines, and because this base doesn't lock into the front, it kept popping out, unfortunately. For now, we'll move on to the next scene. We have Linus for our Easter Beagle scene. And an Easter egg, some houses, and some ferns. And don't miss the clear post. Let's get these houses and ferns in. Or are they trees? Next, the Easter egg on the clear post. Let's get Linus in here, and he just does not want to fit. And the glue does dissolve the paint a bit, so be careful with that glue. In the end, I had to hold Linus while his glue dried. Moving along, let's get these puppies into bed. There they all are, lined up in bed. Plus the walls, their cookies, the pedestal with flowers, and removing a stray piece of grass. I have a feeling I'll be doing a lot of that. But don't the puppies look cute? What's next? We're moving on to the Beagle Scout scene. And look, more flowers. This wall is a sky, and we have some clouds to put on it. And here is the Snoopy Beagle Scout. He has nowhere to hang right now, so we'll leave him in the scene for now. Here we have the flowers, and you can see that they had yellow paper that they could have definitely included in the last box. So now there's going to be 2 different colors of yellow. I'm going to apply the grass to the front of this scene. And the paintbrush comes in handy. You just have to remember to clean off the glue. Adding in all of these yellow flowers that didn't need to be painted. Plus, they recommended adding more yellow flowers to the back scene. And here is the final look. That's it for today. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for the next issue. There's 130 issues in this series. I get 5 of them a month and we are at number 18. So I will be working on this for quite a while. If you'd like to support more content like this, come join me and other Peanuts fans on Patreon.com. You'll find a link in the description down below. Plus, visit me at CollectPeanuts.com where you can find photos of my collection, read articles about collecting peanuts, and support me in my shop where I sell vintage Peanuts collectibles. Happy crafting, Peanuts fans! Bye!